new chapter, graphical representation of data. In this chapter we are going to learn how to represent data using graphs. So we know how many types of there, using pictographs, bar graphs, pie graphs, and line graphs. We represent data. So using pictographs means like this. See, using pictures we can represent data, right? Any symbols we can use, related symbols we can use and represent data in pictograph. This is the pictograph. Okay, now see line graph, how it will be the line graph. So this is the representation of line graph. Okay, so in this way you can represent vertically, horizontally. You divide the data into vertically and horizontally. Okay, so after this this is the way you have to represent data using vertical, using this line graph. Okay, now see, this is the pie graph. Okay, this is the pie graph. This pie charts we will use to represent data. This is the way you have to represent data. But in this lesson we are going to concentrate mainly on bar graphs, that is nothing but column graphs. So your bar graphs will be like this. See, this is the bar graph. So in this graphs also we use horizontal lines, vertical lines. Okay, so to represent data we use graph paper. This is the graph paper. See this one. In this way your graph paper will be divided into thick lines and small lines. Thick lines you will take into measure, between two thick lines you will get 10 small lines. This is the graph paper. This graph paper divides into thick lines and small lines. Every after thick line to thick line you will get 10 equal parts. So a bar graph is a pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles of equal width and varying heights depending upon the numerical data. The distance between each pair of consecutive rectangles is kept the same. So we have to maintain equal distance between rectangles. So for that we need to draw two lines, one horizontally and one vertically. Okay, after drawing like this, okay, on x-axis, that means on horizontal lines, we have to take the data on which we are going to test. Okay, what we have to test, that we have to take on horizontal line. Okay, on a vertical line we have to take the data on which we are going to test. Okay, so this small thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, while doing problems you can understand easily. Okay, see, this is exercise 25B, first problem. So following table shows the favorite sports of 250 students in a school. In a school they have conducted a survey on favorite sports of different students. So they collected this data. So here what we are testing here, favorite sports on which, on students. Okay, so based on this we have to draw graph here. On horizontal line what we have to take, so what we have to test here, sports. So we have to take these sports on horizontal line. Okay, well, on vertical line you have to mention the number of students who have cricket as favorite sport or football or anything. So this is the way you have to construct bar graph. See this bar graph here. So I have constructed this one. See this one. On the horizontal line I have taken sports. On the vertical line I have given numbers. In these numbers are particular particular cricket count, how many students have this cricket as favorite sport. That count you have to denote in this graph. Here see, cricket is the favorite sport for 75 students. Where 75 lies here, after 70 and before 80 you get here. So 10 equal parts now. So I am dividing 10, 10, 10, 10 like that up to 100 I have written here. See this one. So here our first data is cricket, that is 75 members. For 75 students cricket is a favorite game. So this 75, where you have to denote after 70 you have to count 5 lines. So like this you have to count and draw a line, small line. So that line you have to extend up to horizontal line, x-axis or. So that is one rectangle. You have represented cricket. Okay, after this go for football. How many students football is a favorite game? How many students they have given here? 35. Where 35 will come, after 30 you will get up to, you have to count up to 5 lines. So you get here 35. So like that you have to draw a line and build a rectangle. So for your easy understanding, in that triangles also I have written names of sports here. If you want to represent each triangle with the thick lines, you can shade those rectangles also. After this, go for tennis. How many students are there? How many students are liking this tennis? 50. So 50, where it comes after 40, your number is 50. So on 50, correctly you have to draw this line. So this line coincides with tennis. So now you have to build this rectangle. Okay. After that, go for badminton. How many students are there? 25 students like badminton. Where 25 will come? After 20 you will get, after you have to count 5 lines, so you will get here 25. So draw a line and that line coincide with horizontal line. So like that you have to build these rectangles. Okay. Now see, last one, swimming. How many students like this? 65 students. Where it will come? After 60, count 5 lines and draw a line, and that line you have to take to the horizontal line. Where you have written that swimming now, you have to connect there. You have to build a rectangle. Okay, like that you have to build equal rectangles. See that one? See in this figure, you have different you have equal division here between among rectangles. You have equally divided these rectangles. So in that way you have to take. Okay.